So we were out of town. So we traveled from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia. My son plays deck hockey, ball hockey. And so we didn't get home last night until a little bit after midnight. Yeah. So we're hanging in there today. We're a little exhausted today, but yeah. So do you know much about ball hockey?
No. My cousin plays just regular hockey.
Yeah. Where do you live? Like, what area are you in?
Pennsylvania, in like Montgomery County.
Montgomery County. Where are you near? Like, what city are you near?
Philly.
You're near Philly. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was out by you. Feasterville?
Huh?
Like Feasterville? No?
No, I'm originally from Southern Lehigh, so.
Okay, got it. So, all right. So let's kind of chat for a few minutes. Tell me a little bit about how like your week is going. We're getting like closer to the end of the month, and I know that we really want to achieve that first huge milestone in our business of Success Club for a couple of reasons. So number one, Success Club is going to be how we work towards getting our free summit ticket, so that ticket to the big event that they host yearly. Number two, it's just like the foundation of our business. So we know that when we achieve Success Club, we are like building the basics of the foundation of growing our business. And most importantly, it's really showing that you are starting to have clients, you're starting to have a base, and you're just really starting to grow. So let's kind of talk first of all about, how that's going. So where are we with everything? I know we had our first coach sign up. I really want to see you work towards Emerald, achieving that like this week with your other coach, so that we can open that cycle bonus opportunity by the end of the month. So where are we with everything right now?
So at the moment today, I may have someone signing up to be a coach tonight, actually.
Yay! Now, who is this?
This is my cousin.
Okay.
She's a basketball player, so she's like, yeah, I can do it because, like, I have basketball people.
Yeah.
Okay. So she likes it, and she's also, she's here every day. And then I have two of my neighbors that want to try, and they want to come over and just look at the on-demand thing, because I know both of them want the shakes. But they're like, well, we're not really fitness people, but we want to get into shape. And I was like, well, you guys work from home. You always say you need a break, so, like, why don't you just work out on your breaks?
Oh, I like that. So here's I'm going to walk you through like each step. So the people who work from home with the Beachbody On Demand. So I would actually like walk them through the different programs that Beachbody On Demand has to offer. So I would maybe take a little time to familiarize yourself with like the options.
Yeah.
So going through and just saying like, this is like the kind of the beginning programs, like there's actually a tool you can use to help you find like which workout is going to be the best fit for you based on like your level. Also, if they have weights or if they don't have weights, just showing them how even if you have it on your iPhone, you can download a workout. So if they do go to a gym or something, they can actually take their workout with them. Just showing them like the tracker sheets, like how they can actually start tracking some of their weights as they're working through programs. And then the other piece of it is showing them like the nutritional tab that goes along with it too. And then what I would do is kind of explain to them like the virtual accountability piece of it. So explaining to them that when you start, like you are going to have access to Beachbody On Demand. You're going to have your first month of nutrient-dense Shakeology. So you're going to have like, the nutrients that you need. But on top of that, you're also going to have the accountability, which is the group, and just giving a little bit of your testimonial. So I would set that up, and if they're coming over to look at it, Cassie, I would maybe just have like a Shakeology like blended for them to sort of try to see.
Which like I was planning on doing, because they both they asked me what kind I had, and I said I have vegan because of, I have a sensitive stomach, so vegan's easy for me. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's vegan? And I was like, yeah, like it's awesome.
Yeah. Do you do the vanilla? Which vegan do you do?
I do the vanilla, and then I just, because I'm not a fruit person, so I was like, oh boy. So I just blend fruit, and that's like my fruit for the day.
Yep, me too. That's what I do. I do that with like a banana.
And then I went to the doctor's today for my son because he goes to the doctors a lot. And she's like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? You look so good. And I was like, well.
Yay! Yay! Did you tell her all about it?
I did. And then she's like, can I see, like, you know, she's a doctor, so she wanted to look at all the ingredients in it.
Yay!
And she's like, can I see that? And I said, yeah. And then I showed her, and she's like, this is why you look so good, because like your body, all the toxins that I had apparently from eating, it's like gone, so my face cleared up.
Yeah.
And she's like, these ingredients are like good.
Really good. So I have a question for you actually about that, because my experience is kind of similar to that. Did you notice though a period from when you started drinking Shakeology, like almost like a detoxing stage? Like did you have like a week or something where your skin Yeah, I went through that too. And I noticed that if like my Shakeology runs out, or if like the ship date, or if my husband drank more than he usually does, or if it's just short and I go like 2 or 3 days without it, my skin does the same thing.
Yeah, it like breaks out again.
It's so weird. It's just your body like gets so dependent on the nutrients. It's like, oh my gosh, this is what I should be eating. Like this is what I should be consuming. And then it like clears your system in every way.
Healthier. Because like before I started, like I could work out. I mean, I could do that, but at the end it was almost like I didn't have energy left I have a baby. So I was like, oh boy. But then taking the shake and working out and the Energizer, like it's like my whole life, I don't know, it's just so different.
Yeah,
you know?
That's so cool. It's so hard to explain, because it's not one of those things where somebody can like drink it for like try it and like the flavor and be like, okay, you know, I like the flavor, I like the taste, but you have to experience it. Like you really have to actually like experience how Shakeology works in your system to get used to it. So, and that's one thing that Go ahead.
I said, plus everyone's like, oh, well, I don't drink a protein shake. Like, I don't like them. And I keep saying, it's not a protein shake. Like, if it was a protein shake, it's different. I said, you can even, like, make smoothies. You can make popsicles with it. Like, there's different things you can do to get past just the drink.
Yeah. So everything you kind of just mentioned, so I'm sitting here on this call and I'm like, okay, this is like 3 or 4 posts that you could do. You could do a post about how it's not a protein shake. You could do a post about like how you went to the doctor and you showed the doctor like what you were consuming, but even more so like saying like what you experienced as you started to drink it. And then you can say like, if you've tried, you know, if maybe in the past, because I have a lot of people who say, yeah, I tasted it and I don't like the flavor. I am so adamant about this, because when people tell me they don't like the texture or the taste of Shakeology, I'm like, that is because you are used to feeding your body with fake things, like fake ingredients, like artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, artificial ingredients, that when you're actually consuming something in the raw, it's going to taste very different.
Yeah.
Your body just isn't used to that. You're not used to the texture or the taste of it. So even when people are like the chocolate, like the chocolate bean, the cacao bean is very, I think that's what it's called, is very different than like Hershey's syrup. So it's just kind of like teaching that to people too, is it's very normal for people to be like, I don't like it. And I'm like, good. That means that it's doing what it's supposed to do. Now it's 1 month. You try it for 1 month and then you see how you feel. So you're really like a walking billboard of like, I have given this a month. This is how I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I would just find like little ways to put that into your marketing. Like everything we just said, like, okay, when I went to the doctors, what was her reaction? Like talking about how I look, talking about my skin clearing, talking about how, you know, I don't really like fruit. I blend it into my shake, talking about how I can, you know, drink and consume Shakeology in different ways. Knowing that, are you breastfeeding or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I was at the beginning.
Yeah. So like even talking about how like if your child has like some Shakeology, you know, you're giving them a good thing. Yeah, you're getting nutrients. So It's a good way to sneak veggies in.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that's good. I think, and when you talk to these girls who come over to like see how BOD works, I would explain that to them. Like I would say like, all right, well, give me some feedback about what you think of the flavor, and then walk them through like expectations. Like this is what you will likely feel like the first week, the second week, the third week, the fourth week.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that'll be good. Yay! And then, so the other girl is your cousin who plays basketball?
Yeah.
And so she's doing, which challenge pack are you starting her with?
So she right now does 21 with me, just because I need a partner. Like I needed one to begin, because that's just how I am.
Yeah.
We're very family oriented, so I wanted her there. And now she sees it and she's like, now I want something. So she wants to do the 21 day fix extreme. And then I think we're 80-day obsession is the next one she wants to do.
So is she just going to do the BOD challenge pack?
Yeah, she's going to do the challenge pack, the BOD, and then the performance.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. And then the vegan formula of the performance, I believe, comes out today.
Well, that's what she wanted to wait for. It was today.
Is that what she was waiting for? I was wondering. I do have people who are doing the same thing. I don't know if it is up in the back office yet, though. I haven't seen. So I haven't seen it either. Okay. I'll keep my eye out for that as well. That's awesome. So very cool. So what's going to happen then from there is once your cousin signs, you're going to notice that in your coach online office, you're going to have two coaches. You're going to have I think your husband is who you signed, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have your husband on one side and you're going to have your cousin on the other side. She will default to that side, but we'll double check it today. So basically, when you have those two coaches, you have now opened the doors to what's called the compensation plan. So the compensation plan allows you to create the team cycle bonuses. So your volume on both sides is going to start to bank. So your job is to then look at what you have on the left leg and what you have on the right leg and say, I want to make sure that I am maximizing the opportunity to cycle. So every time you have what's called a 1-to-2 ratio. So every time you have 100 volume points on one leg to 200 volume points on the other leg, you are going to cycle $14. And so what's nice is every week it's going to keep banking. So if you don't use it, if you're like, okay, I didn't really have a lot of volume on my weak leg, then you didn't use that cycle just on the other side just adds and adds and adds. So when you came into the business, you might have noticed there are people being added underneath you if you've taken a look, who are added underneath you. Once you have Emerald, you then have that opportunity to bank all of that volume. That's just going to sit in a bank waiting for you to use the other side to maximize the cycles. So every time you have 100 on that weaker leg that you are now going to be building, you're going to be able to cycle from it. So ultimately, once we sign our second coach, we go Emerald, doors are open to this. We're going to be at SC4. We are then going to work towards SC6. And then we are going to start seeing leads in our coach online office. And those are customers who have ordered from infomercials or just have gone onto the site and didn't have a coach. You're going to be able to contact as a way of just like reaching out to them. Okay. So that's going to happen when we hit SC6. But SC4, we're going to have those doors open to the cycle bonus, which is great too.
Okay.
And then we're going to talk, once we have that and we hit SC, we'll start working towards, okay, like how do we want to start, maximizing this? How can I start actually signing more people, getting more people interested and whatnot?
Okay, perfect.
What other questions do you have for me, just in general?
I think I'm pretty good because every time I have one, I just ask you because I figured out how to get people interested because now I think they're seeing the results. So now they're now it's like, oh, well, what are you doing? Like, what is Beachbody?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting
What
those.
week are you in? So like in your own transformation, where are you with everything?
So I was doing it before, but then I was hooked up to a heart monitor, so I couldn't do it anymore. But then after that, because I was so weak, I couldn't do anything. So then after I got that, I was like, something has got to change. Something.
Yeah.
I started working out, and then my cousin was like, why don't you just become a Beachbody coach? Because that'll motivate you even more.
Yeah.
So then I did that, and now I think I'm in week 4, and I've lost, like, my waist went from like 40 to 36.
Wow. Have you done a side-by-side yet?
Not yet, no.
Do a side-by-side.
Do a side.
So I say this, and I'm telling you to do it because for 2 reasons. So number 1, I think it would be great for you to talk about like what you've experienced internally too in 4 weeks. So talk about like, summer is coming. Like you can talk about how in 4 weeks, this is my body on the outside, like how it's transformed. But I also feel I have more energy. My skin has cleared up. Just the other side of it too. So, and then just say like my next group is opening on fill in the blank, and you can kind of message me and tell me like what dates you're sort of thinking with that. Or if you wanted to run with me, that's fine too. I have 5 spots available. Let me know if you're interested. Okay. I think that would be a really great post for you to kind of update. Like you lost, 4 inches, I think you said, which is really incredible.
Thank you. It's also, baby weight.
So how old's the baby?
He's a year now.
Yeah. So, I mean, the other piece of it is too, like you were breastfeeding, right? And so I feel like after I stopped, like it just, my weight kind of like, my weight plateaued. Like, and like doing something like this where I changed up my diet, that really.
What I thought too was like the diet, getting out more, like now I have more energy to do stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's good.
Yeah, I do too. So tonight, our team call at 9, we have a power hour this evening. And then what was I going to say? We have a power hour this evening at 9. But if you send that girl out that link, just shoot me a message and let me know if she's signed up, because I definitely want to make sure that the placement is right, so we can make sure that's all good to go too. So
that's right.
So yeah, that's exciting. It's really cool. That's really cool. And I'm excited for your cousin too, especially like, is she someone who's interested in working the business?
She said first she just said that she was going to work out, but then she started, seeing things, and then she's like, yes. I want this. And then she like continued on. So right now she's like, I want to be a coach to like help you out. But I was like, you're a walking billboard right now. Like you do know it, right?
You just challenge her to put it out there. Just challenge her to post about it and to talk about it a little bit. Because sometimes like people who are just, they're like nervous about it, and then they put it out there, and like people are like, whoa, what is this? And they're genuinely like, tell me more about it. So I think that's awesome. You can tell her too, so I'm just looking at my calendar, that if she is interested, the next Coach Basics, like the new Coach Kickoff call, will be on June 2nd.
Okay.
So she can definitely be a part of that. And she would just be like one step behind you with regard to like building the business. But it would be cool. You guys would totally be really like doing it together. It would be a lot of fun.
It is fun. Because she comes over every night at 7. She's
To
here.
work out?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. And then like,
thank you. I needed someone to just motivate me.
Yes, that is so awesome. You guys need to talk about that. I know I've seen a couple posts of you guys like doing your workouts and stuff. You totally need to talk about like the accountability in the virtual setting and like having like doing this with your cousin.
Yeah, because motivation is everything. Like at first I was like, no, like I can do this on my own. And then I was like, nope.
Yeah.
We motivate each other.
That's really cool. So every night at 7 o'clock, she's like at your house. You guys are like, let's do this.
Because she has the Energizer, so she comes over. She's like, we need to drink it now. We have a half hour. I was like, okay.
I love it so much. That is so fun. I'm excited to like welcome her to the team too. That would be really cool.
It'll be fun.
So Sarah, I don't know if you're on, if you're muted. I can't hear you at all though. Sarah. I don't know if she's there or not. So, all right. Sarah, you know where to find me if you need me, if you have any questions. But Cassie, it was so good chatting with you. If you have any other questions or if you need me at all, definitely like just let me know. Oh, it won't let me talk.
Oh.
Sarah, it hates you. I tried to say hi. Hi, Sarah. Well, Sarah, just message me if you have any questions or anything. You know where to find me. Hi, Sarah, though. Let's just chat. Like, let's just kind of keep each other posted on everything that's going on, and we'll just sort of go from there if that sounds good. Cool?
Sounds good.
All right, perfect. All right, great job, Cassie. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, Sarah.
Bye.
Sorry.